Hello and welcome to another online business realm video. Today we're going to be showing you guys about CoinMarketCap.com. But before we do, go ahead and please click the subscribe button to stay up to date. So we're excited to announce that every Thursday we're going to be doing a cryptocurrency video. It's going to range from tutorials on how to buy specific popular cryptocurrency coins. It's also going to show you how to use different marketing websites that show graphs and talk about coin supply and things like that. Things that will help you to be able to become a successful investor. And we believe that the online business realm, it's our duty to tell you guys about everything that is online business, and investing in cryptocurrency right now is definitely a way that a lot of people are making money online. So let's start here just by looking at all the data. So if you just go to CoinMarketCap.com, we can get rid of coins there and just type that. And it's going to take you to this page. And at the top, you'll see some ads, of course, as always. And then you'll see some information right underneath. This gives you a snapshot of the entire cryptocurrency world right now. So right now, there's 1,408 cryptocurrencies listed on this website. And they're sold in 7,819 markets. The total market cap, or the total money in cryptocurrency right now, is 710 point, almost 7 billion. So almost 710.7 billion. And in the last 24 hours alone, the volume that has been traded is 53.5 billion. As you can see here, Bitcoin still dominates the market at 33.6%. Recently, we've seen Bitcoin kind of rise, kind of fall, kind of stay around between $14,000 and $15,000, and it seems like it just can't break through. And when Bitcoin falls, a lot of the other coins tend to fall with it. But at the same time, when Bitcoin is stable, even if it's not growing and increasing, when it's stable, the altcoins tend to go up. So let's look here. I'm going to be approaching this from a total novice level and someone that has no idea what they're looking at here. So up here you have market cap, trade volume, trending coins, and tools that you can use. So these are more for people who know what they're doing, that have a handle, they can kind of dig into the data. So we're just going to be looking at some of the general things that you see here that you can use to make investments. So as you look, it lists all the coins in order of their market cap. So as you can see here, Bitcoin has 238 billion market cap. Ethereum is not far behind, about half. Well, in respect to Bitcoin, it's 50% of it, but Ethereum has risen quite a bit lately, so being half of Bitcoin is pretty good right now. So Ethereum is there. Ripple is number 3 at 86 billion, and then Bitcoin Cash is about half of that, and then it goes down from there. So this is going to list the top 100 coins in market cap. So it goes all the way down to number 100 at 345 million. Now, as you look at these, you'll notice the numbers dip quite significantly. And in the top 20 to 25 to 30-ish of these, they're generally going to stay the same. Some are going to kind of come in and out. But in general, all the ones underneath it, they're going to change a lot. So the bottom 20 here might not be the bottom 20 tomorrow. They might have moved out of the top 100 coins. Now, if you wanted to, you could rank them from bottom up here by clicking market cap twice, and now it's going to rank it from the bottom up. So as you move over in a column, now you see the price. This is the price of each individual coin. Now you'll see that the market cap number doesn't dictate what the most expensive coins are. And we'll get to why here in a minute. But if you look here at Bitcoin, you'll see it's 238 billion market cap, and the price is $14,212 each. Now you look here, and Ethereum has half of the market cap, but yet the price is not half of the Bitcoin price. It's a fraction. It's less than 10%. So the reason for that has to do with the circulating supply and the total supply of the coins. And we'll look at that a little more in detail when we click on one of these individually. Now you look at Ripple, and you see that Ripple has an $86 billion market cap, but the price of it is $2.23. Well, now you come over here to circulating supply, and you see that it is 38 trillion. And so you start, or it's 38 billion coins. And so you start to understand, whereas Bitcoin only has 16 million, Ethereum has 96 million, and Ripple has 38 billion, you start to understand kind of how these prices work. So the lower this number is, the higher this number is, it's going to equal a higher number here. So you see, if you go down the list and you find one that has, let's say this one has 183 billion, okay, and you look at the market cap and it's 1.8 billion, now you're looking and it's only a penny, and it starts to make sense. So how can you use this information to pick out a good coin? Well, the graphs are great over here. We'll talk about this and the change in a second, but let's click on Bitcoin and let's dig a little bit deeper into the supply. So you see here that the max supply of Bitcoin, the total amount of Bitcoins that can be mined, is 21 million. And now you look at the circulating supply and it's almost 17 million. That means there's only 4 million Bitcoins left to be mined. And what that means is that those coins are going to have to be split into smaller and smaller fractions until they're all circulating. And what that does is that increases the price with every time they split the fractions. We are almost to the end. I say we're relatively close to the end of mining for Bitcoin. It still has several years left before all the coins are actually mined. But this is a good thing for people who own Bitcoin. This is the thing that's caused it to go so high, is because there's a limited supply of it, and yet everyone wants it. It's basic economics, supply and demand. So we come down here and we look at the chart, and I'll just go ahead and tell you that I used to own thousands of Bitcoins when it first came out, and for only about $15, and I sold them all for $2,000, somewhere around this beginning of the spike here, and I felt pretty good about it. I mean, I made $2,000 off of 15, and now you come and look where we're at today. And I'm in the cryptocurrency world trying not to make that same mistake and trying to help you not make the same mistake too. That's why you have to do the research and understand where these are going. And with every day, they become more legitimized on the news, stockbrokers, governments trying to regulate it. All these are good things for cryptocurrency. So let's look at this chart here and how we can kind of see the data. So as you look, there's not a lot of change between July 13 and in between January and July. So the way you see the data that's moved is you just click and drag right here, and it's going to shrink the amount that we're looking at here. So let's move it to where it really starts moving, and you can see it's had a lot of dips. It really spiked right here. Obviously, it spiked again, but this was a really big train it rode in a short period of time here in just a few weeks, and now it's kind of stayed within the same range. So this information should help you to see kind of right now, if you were to think of it as a straight line. If I could go draw a straight line right here, as you can see, it probably should not have spiked that high. With my cursor, I'm trying to draw a straight line on where the trajectory should have been. So as you see, at some point, it spiked in this area here, and now it's kind of came back down to about where it should be. And now it's taken another little bit of a spike. So it should be coming back up to around the $20,000 level probably within the next 2 months. I think it's going to break through. I could be wrong about that. And that is a 33% increase on your investment if you were to get it right now where it's at, or a little bit more than that. But as you look down here, this shows the days where it showed the most fluctuation. That's what these little bars down here on the bottom mean. So let's go back now that we kind of understand circulating supply and what that means, and let's try to see some coins that would be good. So let's click the circulating supply button, and we obviously don't want it from the bottom up. We want it from the top down, if that makes sense. Not from the bottom, not from the 100th coin down. We want to be able to see the ones with the lowest circulating supply that have the highest market cap. So you come down here and you look at Zcash. Zcash has 3 million circulating supply. And then you look and it's got almost 2 billion in market cap. That could possibly be a good one. It's down a little bit, but that's okay. You look at the chart, it kind of fell off a cliff. But if I were just reading this based on data, not knowing anything about Zcash, that would be a number that would jump out to me. Now we come down here a little bit further, and we see the gas coin. This little green box next to it means that it's built on the same chain that Neo is. And if you know anything about Neo, it's a very significant coin, I believe, for this year that will be a very stable coin. And you look, and there's only 9 million in circulation, and the market cap right now for it is 477 million. So it's not extremely high. When you look at that low number, it kind of reminds you of Bitcoin. It shows right now it's at $52, and you look at the chart, and it's gone up, it's dipped back down. Might be a good time to get in on this one. So if we go down further, let's go down and let's try to find one a little further down, okay? And let's look at DigiByte. So DigiByte has 9 billion coins in supply, and it's got almost a billion in market cap. So this is one that I like. I like the technology behind it, but for these coins to do well and to be able to make you a significant amount of money, they have to be able to grow. And something that's got a 9 billion in circulating supply, it's going to be hard for it to ever get up to $50. Honestly, it could get up to $2 to $3. Ripple seems to be the one exception. They just announced a big partnership with MoneyGram. But until these smaller coins are able to have large partnerships and show that there is a lot of good technology behind them, they're not going to go up very high. As you can see, it's been very up and down with DigiByte. So now let's look at one other thing. Let's look at the 24-hour change. So if you look at the 24-hour change, a lot of people do what's called investing based on FOMO, F-O-M-O. It's an acronym that means fear of missing out. So they look at this chart and they say, oh, VeChain has risen 35%. And personally, I like VeChain. I think it's a very good coin with a significant future. And they say, man, I've got to get in on this. I'm afraid that it's going to continue to go up and I'm going to miss out on it. Well, in the last 7 days, it's had in the last 24 hours, it's had a 35% change. And then you look in the last 7 days and you see it's gone up significantly. A chart like this is doomed to crash. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to go down and crash to the bottom. That means that chances are over the next 48 to 72 hours, this is going to move to red. It's going to move to losing a few percent because it can't keep up this kind of growth. Even Bitcoin could not keep up that significant growth over a short period of time. So when the coins get bigger and more recognized, people start trying to find flaws in them, and then they go to Twitter or Reddit and they talk about these flaws, and it makes people scared to buy them anymore, and they sell off. And there's a lot of market manipulation involved in it. So what I like to do is I like to go from the bottom, from the worst percentage, the one that's gone down the most, and go down and just see if I can find one that I like. So Robinhood here is a coin based on an exchange, and it was announced that Tron was going on it in the middle of the week. As you can see, that probably is what spurred that to go up. And so I'm not sure if that one's going to go up again, but at 14%, 344 million, it's a little more than I like to be in supply, but it's still a decent number. It's not a billion. I don't like things that are over a billion in supply. And you can see it's a pretty low price, so you could get in on this, and if you were to buy 100 of these and spend $110, well, now if this goes up to $10, you've made a significant amount of money. One of the keys in this game is diversify. Make sure you've got a lot of different coins. So let's continue to go down. So Ethereum. Ethereum is down 8% right now, almost 9%. And we know Ethereum is a popular coin. It's a good coin. It offers a lot of technology, and people love it. And frankly, it's going to go back up. There is a chance that it could catch Bitcoin one day because it offers more technology than Bitcoin does, even though Bitcoin is just more popular. So right now, this being down 9%, as you see, it went up, and now it's down. And if you were to draw a line, once again, kind of across this chart, you'll see it's bound to go back up, probably sooner than later. So that's how you can kind of use the 24-hour change to figure out what some good ones are. You want to be investing on the bottom of these coins. You do not want to be investing when they're at their all-time high, or as on Twitter, the acronym for all-time high, of course, is ATH. So you see something that's at an ATH, you don't want to buy it. You want to get it when it's lower. So CoinMarketCap is used by a lot of professionals. It's a great website to get information on crypto coins and to figure out how you can make investments that can help grow your portfolio. And if you've got another online business that you run, it's great to take some of that money and invest it and try to grow it. Take it from me, I'm someone who at one point I had a wildly successful online business, and then there was a technology change, and that specific business that I was in was never the same after that. And it went from being something I was making money hand over fist to something that I still make money with. I still do definitely have an income from it, but it's not nearly what it used to be. And I wish I could go back in time and be a little smarter with the way I invest money. So I believe cryptocurrency is here to stay. I believe these are smart investments. I think that you can't go wrong if you do research and you choose coins that you believe in. And you're not scared to hold on to them even if they drop some. So I hope you like this video. If you like learning about cryptocurrency, please come back on Thursdays. Hit the alarm bell on your YouTube channel, on your YouTube account, so you can stay up to date with us. Make sure you're subscribed. And so you can come back every Thursday and we can talk about cryptocurrency. If there's something that you want to learn about, that you want to know about involving cryptocurrency, go ahead and drop us a comment down below so we can see if we can take a look at it and maybe answer your question. So thanks guys for watching the video, and as always, get out there and make some money.